Welcome to Prog Will Find a Way, our podcast all about progressive rock. I'm Jay Valade.
And I'm Jonathan Block.
So today is another news episode for us. We're going to just do a kind of roundup and
Holiday.
happy holidays
happy
to everyone.
holidays. Hopefully you're listening to some holiday prog. And if you don't have holiday prog handy, we actually have created a playlist for you.
Prog Will Find a Way to the holidays on Spotify.
On Spotify. We might get one. I may put one on Apple Music, but the one on Spotify is there now.
And we're just adding things to it. It might be a little heavy on the Yes reference people, but you know.
Well, I mean,
it's kind of you work with what you got.
Right. I was going to say, how many prog albums are there? There's John Anderson's, right? Not
Chris
single
Squires.
songs. Okay, right. And then there's
I mean, Tull has one, right?
yeah, and the Toll, Keith Emerson's,
Yeah. Oh,
right?
I got to get one of those.
Yep.
On if it's
Keith
on
Emerson's
Spotify.
got to be on there,
Rick
and
Wakeman
then
has a couple.
okay, Rick Wakeman, the Players, i.e. Andy
I don't
McKay
know if
and
that's on
Phil
Spotify
Manzanera. That's about it.
Yeah, for the Prog.
I mean, related very tangentially through Robert Fripp, the Roaches have a Christmas album.
And
but-
Marillion.
Oh, well, hold on. That was the albums. There are individual songs. Let's not forget about the Run with the Fox.
Yes, from Chris Squire, but that's on his album now. So,
Okay. I Believe in Father Christmas, of course.
From Greg Lake.
And this is an entree to, there was a recently, just digitally, right? It's a digital release?
I think it's digital release.
Yes. Why don't you?
So Marillion just put out a digital release of all their Christmas-related songs. So over the course of time, Marillion has released to their fan club a CD or DVD with a Christmas message and a concert or a couple songs, outtakes, whatever, and it's just for the fan club. So I have since 1998, but I did eventually stop because I'm like, I don't even get to listen to these half the time by the time it's all done, because some of them are chock full of things, and I'm just like, you know, as we discussed in a previous episode, Marillion is very prolific with their live concert and DVD, Blu-ray output. And so I was becoming a little bit more discerning at one point and stopped getting the fan club stuff. So I have up to 2017. But you could see there are each one a different thing. And so what they've done is online on Spotify they have
And Apple Music. It's
and
I think
Apple Music.
all streaming services have it.
They've culled all the songs from these various pieces and put them all together on one playlist, which is kind of fun. Some of them are funny, cheesy exercises, and others are full on produced numbers, and some are live songs that they've played in concert. The one thing that is missing, though, which is one of my favorite things to listen to during the holidays, is they do a Child's Christmas in Wales by Dylan Thomas. They do Steve Hogarth reads it, and in the background the band are just kind of playing instrumental music, and I always enjoy it at the holiday season.
They should have done it. We were joking about it. It's so Spinal Tap-ish. It's like A Child's Christmas in Wales by Dylan Thomas, is read by Ray Thomas from the Moody Blues, something like that. But actually on Apple Music, it's presented as like an album. It's called An Extended Collection of Recycled Gifts.
Yeah.
And it's shown like an album.
How
14
many?
songs, 58 minutes. Copyright 2025. It's lossless, at least on Apple Music. I remember it just kind of showed up.
Yeah, they had done it before.
Okay.
And now this is a
Extended.
yes.
An extended.
So they added a couple
Okay.
songs.
Grammatically incorrect, but that's okay.
But if you can search this out, I always enjoy their thing. I don't know. It's probably like a half hour long, 20 minutes long, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, this particular one looks like a full album. It's a full album because there's five songs
they had,
before.
Happiness is the Road jam sessions,
Yeah.
plus their Christmas message, Little Saint Nick, and then this Christmas in Child's Christmas in Wales. So I mean, they aren't shy on their content when
Right.
they do these. Like
Yeah.
the last one here was from 2017 was like a full show
look at that.
from the Fear tour.
So is that when you stopped, or they stopped?
No, they kept.
They're still doing it?
continue to do it.
Oh.
I just,
It's a big pile.
it's a big pile. This is
Yeah.
20 years of
Right.
of doing it. So I kind of,
Hit your limit.
but we still see them all the time.
Of
We go to the
course.
shows and whatever.
Right.
So we
It's not like you don't
the
like
support
them.
the sport is still there.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just
Even if you're not buying the Christmas.
Anyways.
All right.
So, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Hope you guys are enjoying your holidays.
Some new releases out now. The 50th anniversary of Wish You Were Here is out, the complete box. Pretty landmark in the sense that, and to have Pink Floyd do it, there's a live show on there. It was a bootleg. So, and if I'm correct, so I've heard the bootleg and I listened to the show. So it sounds way better than the bootleg ever did. I mean, software is really powerful. Stephen Wilson did it, I think.
Oh, okay.
I only say that because I keep hearing people when they're referring to the Atmos mix of the album was done by James Guthrie, and then they're saying, and Stephen did the live show. So
okay.
that
Well, did he do the
Pompeii?
the Pompeii one?
He may have done
thought
Pompeii.
He did that. I
Maybe
still have
he
to see
did.
that whole thing. I've only
Yeah.
seen the clips. But,
It's cool. It's cool. But Wish You Were Here is great. So obviously, if you like the album, there's.
What's on there that's extra? Because I have the immersion box from way back when.
So I believe what you're missing is there's now an early instrumental mix of the full Shine On, and there's also it's not the way I can interpret it is it's not a new edit. It was an edit if Shine On was going to be one song.
Got it.
There's an edit on there. It's kind of clunky
In
the middle there, but not. People make it sound more clunky than it is. You're just used to hearing it end, and it kind of slowly goes to something else. So those are unbelievable. I mean, they're very cool. And the live show is really good. I mean, I'm not one to particularly. Now people are like, yeah, that's a great show, but this would have been a better show. Yeah, it would. There's one show. They're all the same time period, and they're all out. So,
but there's some live stuff on the immersion box. Is it the same show?
No,
or
I
is it a
believe
different show?
the immersion show. I believe is from '74. Actually, it's it's more the. Raving and drooling. It's raving and drooling. You got to be crazy. The entire Dark Side. This is 75, so this is the spring 75 tour where Dark Side, where Wish You Were Here. What's the long song? Shine On You Crazy Diamond is split at this point by Have a Cigar.
Okay.
And that's what they're playing live. They're still doing raving and drooling, and the second set is the full Dark Side.
Got it.
So. That's the difference between the two. There's a lot of boots from the Canada from the Canada tour. This is from Canada. There's a Hamilton show that's a famous bootleg that's the show people are talking about. But this show sounds great. I mean, this is a live bootleg that somebody made, a very famous person.
But it's all streaming.
It's all streaming. It's a box too. It's a regular.
No,
it's a
saw
real
the real
box.
box,
It's
yeah.
a real box. But the entire box is streaming.
Got it.
So
and it's in Atmos as well.
The album, the original album is in Atmos, and then the rest of the stuff is just lossless, depending on your streaming service. But that's an excellent new release. So we talked about the Marillion. The other thing is a couple of tours coming up.
Yes.
John and the Band Geeks are back.
Band Geeks are back. They're coming in April.
Spring,
I believe?
I think it's spring. It's 2026. Do we know anything at this point? Are they writing
I don't know
new
any.
stuff?
Oh yeah, John has said they have a new album that they're working on.
Okay.
So I don't know that that's going to be ready for this tour or whether it's going to come out in the fall or something. But there is a album.
What's the
that
most new stuff or non-classic? Yes, you believe they could get away with playing in a concert? Is it a quarter of the concert? Is it a third? Are they going to work their way up to a half?
I don't know because they played a lot of the True album on the last tour, but they still have to get people in the seats and to get the promoters and everybody still have to play the classic Yes stuff. I would love for them to branch out from the
classics.
Yeah, but who knows? Because Tales from Topographic Oceans is getting released, the massive box set, 12 CDs, two LPs.
That's coming out February.
That's coming out in February.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do a side of Tales. just as because they haven't done that. They've done Gates of Delirium. They've done Close to the Edge. They've done Awaken. They've done some of the big pieces. So
Right.
maybe,
Well, where do you go from here?
yeah. And what do you?
John Vangelis tunes.
Well,
seriously,
I think a lot of people are like, well, why don't you play some of your solo stuff? Because some of the
animation, play.
Besides,
Come on, play
obviously
Learning.
the true album, but
course.
he did tour for 1,000 Hands and played a bunch of that stuff in those concerts, which is what I really enjoy about the John Anderson concerts, because they play the new stuff lately. It's not just a review of the old stuff, but when they choose the old stuff, a lot of it is from the same 12 songs that they play all the time.
Right.
So it would be nice to get an odd chestnut of John's solo something. The Song of Seven would be awesome, or something like that. But
there's so much he could do. I mean, he could do a residency somewhere, and it could be like 2 sets, like one set
John
is
and
Elias,
Vangelis,
and then one is, because a lot of people, particularly in jazz, they do that. They reach a milestone birthday and they essentially like get everybody they've ever played with, and they go somewhere and they play a week and they're playing like 2 shows a night. It's like, this night is this and this, and every night is like a different theme.
Yeah,
I mean, other bands do that too, but I don't know
that he has the
I don't think he
following
does.
to do
However,
that,
he's doing 2 nights at places now.
Yeah.
So it also dawned on me. This is totally unrelated, but you said the words Tales and you said Wakeman, and immediately it came to my mind because he slags that album so much. And he did the Yes Sonata. He should do a Tales Sonata. He should pull out the parts of Tales he thinks are good, and
So
just make a 10 or 20, or a 10 or 20 minute Yes Sonata type thing. That would be cool to hear.
Yeah, I still have to get that. I was going to get that.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it or not, because I've listened to it, it comes up on Apple Music for me. Yeah. And there's oftentimes I'll be like, I want to listen to that again. Yeah. So Rick, or anyone connected with Rick,
as well, too.
That's right. Is that...
Yeah. In
you want to correct? We made a mistake in the last podcast about who Rick's son that he's touring with. I think we named the wrong son, right?
Yeah, I think he's touring with Adam.
Okay,
right?
And we said Oliver.
Well, I see now you've got me again. We'll get it right one day. All right.
I thought it was Oliver. All right. Anyways,
so Yes is still touring.
Okay, Yes is still touring.
John Anderson is touring, and Rick Wakeman.
Rick Wakeman's touring. Who are we missing? And Bruford. Bruford's touring with the Peter Roth trio.
All we need is Trevor Rabin to get out.
There we go, out of retirement. In other tour news, the Beat. We don't even need to say. Everybody knows what Beat is at this point. So the 4 gentlemen will be going out next year in Europe. Are they hitting Japan? I think they may be hitting Japan too. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I still didn't get to listen to that live album yet.
Well, see, this is the great thing about streaming, or being retired. I just put it on while I'm doing something else. So I've listened to it a couple of times. It's good. It's not something I'm going to listen to a lot, but I really, it's really enjoyable to hear Steve Vai's interpretations. Yeah. There's some things where it's funny, you're listening and if you're doing something else, you're not really paying attention that it's not Crimson, and all of a sudden he'll do a Steve Vai thing and it'd be like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. So that's coming out. Actually, we skipped this, so I wanted to spend just a minute to talk about this because this is an anniversary year for essentially any album that came out in '75, right? Yeah. We haven't talked about any of them. So we didn't talk about Relayer,
which was '74.
Which was, well, right? Was it really '74? Okay. So, we didn't talk about the Yes. We didn't talk about the Yes solo albums,
which were 75 to 76, right?
Okay.
So was that? I think the first ones that came out were Steve Howe's Beginnings and Chris Squire's Fish Out of Water.
Okay.
And then Alan White was like in the middle, and John Anderson was last, and he was definitely 76.
Okay.
So I'm not sure where Alan and Patrick Moran.
Ramshackled.
Yeah, Ramshackled, which was just re-released.
Right, I know, I saw that. That unbelievable. Other 75 things would have been USA. I think came out in '75. Crimson's USA would have come out in '75. This came out in February of '75, and we actually. We're just talking with Adam from the Mommy Head. So our next episode will be did a live interview with Adam, and I was mentioning Peter Hamill's Nader's Big Chance, which came out in February of '75. That album's important because if you go online and you're like, top punk albums of 1975, well, it wasn't really a lot of punk then. Yeah. So it's Patti Smith's Horses, which isn't really a punk album. It's the Peter Hamill album. And then it's somebody else, maybe the Dickies or something. Anyways.
But it's where they started.
It's where they started. Way. And also in the liner notes, he says, well, I got a bunch of tunes, and here's a punk tune, and there was no punk at that point.
Yeah.
But it's an excellent, if you've never listened to it, it is a great Peter Hamill album. It's not a punk album. It's a collection of 10 songs. There's like 2 or 3 that he intentionally did that way, but they were recorded in '74. So the decision was made to reform Van de Graaff. He's got an album worth of music. He's like, let's get it out quick. He records it in December with Van de Graaff as the backing band. So we have a punk album by a prog band. And then it comes out in February, and the first song is Nader's Big Chance, which is kind of a punky tune. And he is the only artist that kind of escaped unscathed from the punk era, and it's because of that album. And Van de Graaff was just a very aggressive band. Fripp too, but Fripp had to move out of England to do a righty move to New York, which I always thought, in hindsight, I'm like, Hamill saw what was coming, and Crimson broke up. And so he was probably like, there's a place for an aggressive prog band. So let's get Van de Graaff back together. And then Fripp's like, Hamill's kind of the punks are saying prog's dead, but Hamill's okay. So he's like, I'm getting the hell out of here. He goes to New York and ends up, I think he was in England with the Stranglers. He did not divorce himself from there, and certainly he was way part of the New York scene over here.
Hamill's on Exposure.
Right? And Hamill's on Exposure. So, because then that's the whole, that Daryl Hall's manager said he can only be on 2 tunes, so Fripp's got to call friends, so Hamill comes in. So, 50th anniversary, just a very important album, but not a lot of people listen to it, so.
And then part 2 of the Yes books.
Part 1 we talked about in the last episode, and that was...
Not the last episode, but the last news
episode. The last news episode, true.
that was the concert programs.
This
is the concert posters. So the Gottlieb Brothers, who we talked about last time, have put these 3 books out, and the second book is the concert posters. So this ranges from... 1960, the very first one that they have here is November 1968.
Wow.
November 68, which is the first one, and then it goes all the way through to the most recent one that they have here is Classic Tales of Yes Tour 2024.
Okay.
So
Japanese tour.
Yeah, but it's everything in between. So, they're going for the one in the round stuff.
Donovan.
The 90125 time. The Union.
Symphonic tour.
Symphonic. I mean, it all, Yes in Styx, Yes in Kansas. The 3-album series.
Yes and Yes.
Yes and Yes, the topographic drama.
Wow.
I mean,
Is there
cool.
A tour poster for the non-tour, the Relayer
tour?
Oh,
there is.
This is what.
Whoa!
Check it out.
Tour Relayer, which
that never happened.
COVID happened. The tour got canceled, and they kept saying
there was a conspiracy theory at the time that
COVID. They started COVID, so they didn't have to play Relayer.
We're horrible people.
We'll start a worldwide pandemic so we don't have to play Relayer.
They still haven't played it.
They've never played it. So
there you go.
Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah. There's yet a third book.
There's a third book which we will do in our next one, hopefully if I get it. Of the singles sleeves.
Picture sleeves.
So they're kind of cool books because they are chock full and it's full color and it's great.
Limited on the text. This one, very limited text.
Yeah, it's just when it was, and who was on the bill, and then there's like a small blurb at the beginning of each chapter, basically.
Yeah. That's very cool.
you know, just
Regenerated.
a little
Oh,
thing
interesting.
about like
Regenerated.
what the next step was.
Excellent. Excellent.
Fun little
Yeah,
artifact
fun
from the
little
Gottlieb
artifact.
Brothers, which Yes fans would
Totally.
certainly like.
Yeah.
Um,
Anything else going on out there?
I don't have a lot of news at all. I mean, it's really the tours that are about to happen.
End of the
and
year,
then,
everything starts to
Yes.
peter out. So
yeah, that's kind of
all
it.
right. Well, happy holidays, everybody.
Happy
Hope your
holidays.
stockings are full with
Yes.
many Prog items and releases that
Yeah,
you
hopefully
were
Prog
hoping
finds a
for.
way into under your Christmas tree.
Yeah, the Blam box or whatever you would not have bought on your.
But we do have that Tales from Topographic Ocean's big box
Oh, yeah.
coming in January or in February.
Yeah, and actually, that's I already told Jay, because it's so many CDs. We'll do a full episode on that
All
one.
right.
So Prog will find a way.
If you wanted to.